just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Modern Warfare 2, the game that was built off of you guys, the player base, our feedback, the community. This is a game by gamers, for gamers. We take your feedback seriously. Holy shit, man. Infinity Ward. I truly hope they don't make another game again. I mean, they're solid when it comes to the campaign. I think there's things about Modern Warfare 2 that are good, like the camo progression. I think the maps look fantastic. But when it comes to just core gameplay design and working with the community in general, Infinity Ward is bottom of the barrel, which is such a fall from grace because this is literally the studio that founded the COD franchise. Like, the original Call of Duty game was made by Infinity Ward, but of course it's a very different team than what we had back then. In fact, the OG Infinity Ward left in 2010. Like, ever since then, we've had a skeleton crew of these random people that are just throwing together games under the Infinity Ward name, and because it's called Infinity Ward, because the games are called Modern Warfare, they're gonna sell. It's Call of Duty, man. That's how it works. But my goodness, like, what a terrible year in terms of player feedback and the developer listening to the community. Like, what horrible changes they have made throughout the entirety of the year. The recent games they put out, I can just straight up say this right now, and I'm gonna sound like a straight up Infinity Ward hater, but honestly, it is what it is. Going through the games, right? Call of Duty Ghost, awesome idea, awesome premise, did not work out. Multiplayer was terrible. Infinite Warfare, honestly, I didn't play it that much because Modern Warfare Remastered was out that year, so I barely played it, but it was an advanced movement game, and a lot of people are burned out on advanced movement after 3 straight years of it. After that, Modern Warfare 2019. I see so many hot takes online, man, where they say Modern Warfare 2019 saved the franchise. Whether or not you guys want to talk about it or not, Modern Warfare 2019 revitalized Call of Duty. It's like, motherfucker, do you have your head like in the dirt? Like, do you have no idea what's actually happening in the world around you? Let me give you guys some context as to how dead Call of Duty was before Modern Warfare 2019 came out. Every single year, dating back to like 2009, all the way up until now, every year, Call of Duty is the best-selling video game. Every single year. That counts Call of Duty World War II, that counts things like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, literally any game, right? Any game. It's always the best-selling title, with the exception of the 2 years that Rockstar put out a game. A little-known game called GTA 5 came out, and it overthrew COD that year, with Call of Duty being number 2. And then after that, we had Red Dead Redemption 2, which also was the best-selling game that year, with Call of Duty being number 2. The hot takes that COD was dying, or that COD is so down bad, and that safe space map design in Modern Warfare 2019 saved the franchise is bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. These people don't know what they're talking about. And in my opinion, Modern Warfare 2019, for the multiplayer, was the worst COD ever made. And now we have Modern Warfare 2 here, which I will say is an upgrade. I do think fundamentally it is better in some aspects than Modern Warfare 2019, but going back to that clip there at the very beginning, that was during Call of Duty Next when they were revealing Modern Warfare 2. We really thought they were going to listen to the community, listen to that player feedback, and they really didn't. The biggest change, honestly, between Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2 is the maps are not as safe spacey. That's about it. That's basically the only thing they changed. They add a couple of new things. Again, the camo progression system, all of that stuff is pretty fantastic. But in general, Infinity Ward are horrible. They are terrible at their jobs. They do not listen to the player base. And right now, they are under fire from the COD community because they finally have used that magic word, you know, that golden word that people always want to hear from a COD developer. After like 11 months of this game being out, they have finally used that word, and that word is feedback. Here's going to be a tweet they put out today. We received feedback. Holy shit, no way. That with all the haunting activities in the mix, massive resurgence felt a bit too chaotic. To alleviate this, we temporarily reduced the player count from 150 to 100. This lower player count retains the welcome excitement of massive resurgence, but provides a bit more breathing room for players to experience all the haunting has to offer. Please note that this adjustment will only remain throughout the haunting and will return to normal player count once the event concludes. Happy hunting. Holy hell, are they being roasted by the community? In fact, I'm just going to straight up show a bunch of this stuff on your screen right now. First up, we got Modern Warzone. So now you're listening to feedback. Yeah, there you go. Frizz Eyes, I'm so thankful that you're not in charge of any Call of Duty related things for the next 2 years. Absolutely love it. Charlie Intel, listening to feedback. Really? Pro Reborn, you guys have been receiving feedback all year. Too bad it took you until now to give a shit about it. We got Mr. Raffle Waffles there saying they just made up that because, I mean, no one was really talking about the player count there. Reality UK, can't do anything right, can you? Here we got feedback from PMR. Feedback, that word exists in your vocabulary? I love that. And then Juiced OFD says, where is this feedback? Nobody complained about the player count. Was it one casual sent you an email and you guys make a change? That's good. Sledgehammer is running the next one. Stick to making campaign, Infinity Ward. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. Here we go. Bye back, Brian. Listening to feedback. Is it April Fool's Day? I'm confused. And right there, I mean, Demon Seed. So it's not massive anymore. It's called Massive Resurgence, and you just got rid of the massive aspect of it. It's just called Resurgence, I suppose. The list goes on and on. You want to check out the tweet, I'll put a link to it down there in the description. They are getting absolutely roasted by the player base because Infinity Ward, again, they live under this facade that they listen to the player base, that they are the OG Infinity Ward, that people that made you great games like COD 4, OG Modern Warfare 2, OG Modern Warfare 3. No, this is not that studio. That studio is over there working on Apex Legends right now, believe it or not. Like, most of the original Infinity Ward staff went over to form Respawn Entertainment after they had a huge falling out with Activision. Infinity Ward, as we know it, is a skeleton. It's an absolute shell of its former self. And I'm just going to straight up say it, they make games for morons. That's pretty much it. Like, all the stuff you saw in Modern Warfare 2019, they designed the game for bad players. Basically, they literally said it in their interviews, like, well, we made the time to kill pretty fast so that newer players can get in and get a kill and start feeling good about, you know, I'm gonna find the entire goddamn clip. You guys are watching this.
SFL videos on YouTube says Black Ops 4 was pretty much you destroying another team or being destroyed by another team. Is the balanced matchmaking a priority for Modern Warfare?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one of the things we really want to do with this game is we want to get new players in the game, and we want them to kind of like, we don't want them to just get punched in the mouth over and over again until they leave. We want a healthy ecosystem. We want a lot of players in and having fun, and that's a big focus for us. It's a big focus for us in weapon design. It's a big focus for us in level design. Our weapons are a bit more lethal than they were in the Black Ops, the recent more Black Ops, and that helps a lower skilled player get a kill when they otherwise wouldn't, have some success, and then feel like now there's a desire to get better and to get another kill. Our maps are a little bit more porous, and you know, we want those players to have a safe place to take their time, to learn how to turn and move and then shoot, put those pieces together, and then they see someone and be like, oh, okay, now I can do this. So yeah, it's a big focus for us. But
that approach that you're describing there isn't going to come at the expense of the hardcore players, right?
That's not the plan, right? But we want to make sure that we don't want someone who's how to say this, lower skill to have a bad experience. We want someone who's higher skill to have a bad experience, and so we have to make choices in how we matchmake for that. And that's something that we put more focus on this game than we have in other games.
You guys see what I mean here? Straight from the horse's mouth. They designed the game for bad players. And then when it comes to feedback, right, we've given them so much feedback since the very inception of Modern Warfare 2. When it comes to things like the minimap, when it comes to things like Dead Silence, when it comes to things like the stupid perk system they have in this game where you have to get your perks gradually over time, the kill streaks not being all that powerful, the list goes on and on. We've given that feedback all year and it's fallen on deaf ears. I have to ask you guys, straight up, if Infinity Ward was an actual game studio that actually gave a shit about the product that they put out and they were actually competent at their jobs, what would the selling point of Modern Warfare 3 be? The entire point of Modern Warfare 3, Sledgehammer just got handed the golden ticket, man. All they had to do with their game is just take a bunch of the OG Modern Warfare 2 maps, which were made by the real Infinity Ward. All they had to do is take those maps, port them over into the game, make them look pretty. They made some changes, which I'm not overly a fan of. And then after that, just listen to player feedback. You know, if Infinity Ward would have paid attention and changed up Modern Warfare 2 based on player feedback and actually had a normal minimap, had Dead Silence, had a slightly slower time to kill, and changed up all the things we've been talking about, what would even be the selling point of Modern Warfare 3? Sledgehammer doesn't even have to do anything with this year's game, and it's going to be an improvement over Modern Warfare 2. That is how bad Infinity Ward is at their jobs. Like, the campaigns are great. I will say that straight up. But dude, I want nothing to do with this studio anymore. I haven't in a very long time. In fact, as a content creator who's like plays the games and covers them and all that for the entire year, like this is my livelihood and everything, I dread the idea of Infinity Ward's next title. I absolutely dread it. I am so happy we have Sledgehammer here for this year, and then next year we have Treyarch, so we have like 2 straight years of pretty good developers that work with the community and actually take feedback. And then rumor has it, after Treyarch's game, Raven Software or somebody is going to be taking over year 2 of Treyarch's game, similar to what we have now with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and that would be awesome. That means we might have straight up 3 straight years without Infinity Ward. Oh my god, it's like Christmas, isn't it? Like, holy hell, I am so excited for that. And then in 2026, God knows when, the corpse of Infinity Ward is going to get rolled out of the basement, and Activision's going to say, hey, go revive Modern Warfare. It's all you're fucking good for. And so they're going to bring back Price, they're going to bring back Soap, they're going to bring back Ghost, they're going to do God knows what with the game, and people are going to be hyped for it because of the original characters that were designed and created by the actual Infinity Ward. This new Infinity Ward, oh my god, what an absolute joke. Like, they have such an easy job in front of them. And look, I understand game development is difficult, but like, look at Sledgehammer, right? All Sledgehammer has to do is just like take all the feedback we gave Infinity Ward that fell on deaf ears, and now they have a pretty good game. All Infinity Ward had to do when they got handed the job after the original team left and these new guys came in, they already had the incredible universe, they already had the incredible characters, they already had so much goodwill from the player base because of the incredible games that were put out before they got there. All they had to do was not mess it up. Like, all they had to do was just make a game that was just not designed for people with one thumb. Like, oh my god, dude, I will say the haunting event's been fun. I'm not going to back down from that. I love the haunting event. I think maybe there should be something done when it comes to doing the monster hunting challenges, because trying to fight other players while doing that has just been such a pain in the ass for so many people. I got it done, but other people haven't, and I feel for those guys. But in general, the haunting event is fantastic. But Modern Warfare 2 as a whole, Infinity Ward as a studio, what wasted potential. What absolutely wasted potential. And here's the Sledgehammer games, man. Here's the Modern Warfare 3, hopefully being the best game it can possibly be, because damn it, they actually listen to player feedback. Unless, of course, they take another 2-month vacation like they did with Vanguard. I don't know. I think Sledgehammer has to prove themselves as well. But so far, they've been doing a pretty good job. And it warms my heart, man. To wrap up the video, it warms my heart that Infinity Ward is being roasted right now. And at the very least, we don't have to see them again for 2 more years, maybe even 3 years. And that's definitely some good news for the COD community. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this video here today. I don't know. I just wanted to rant, and there you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.